Season 5 of Steven. We had a crazy cliffhanger at the end of Season 4, we'll see where that goes. I've been having a lot of fun making these videos, by the way. It's fun to revisit the series this way. Like, when I'm recording these, I look at the episode titles and just see what I remember. And then when I'm editing the videos, I'm like, oh, I was spot on, or oh, I was not spot on. That is the binary. Being spot on accurate or not spot on accurate. Yeah, for this episode, I was about 40% accurate. 30% accurate. Anyway, let's start Season 5 with Stuck Together. Steven and Lars are trapped in the Topaz fusion until they get to Homeworld, and Steven's trying to make an escape plan, but Lars is, like, not going along with it.
Lars, throw the lasso! Fine! What is your problem, Lars? Why do you think I'm capable of anything? I'm Steven. I've always just been stupid and afraid.
This is finally the season where Lars gets better as a person. So Steven goes on this sad monologue about how he failed. The diamonds are gonna kill him. I don't know, I'm just going off memory. That's probably not how it went. And the sadness of the scene makes Topaz cry. So Topaz helps them out, and Aquamarine comes downstairs like, "Hey, what are you doing?" So anyway, they get to Homeworld, and we're at the trial. They gotta put Rose Quartz on trial for her crimes of killing Pink Diamond. Steven representing Rose Quartz, obviously. So Steven's got a lawyer named Zircon as his defense attorney. So it's this cool trial scene where Steven's on trial and the Yellow and Blue Diamond are there as the judges. And the Blue Zircon is trying to defend Steven reluctantly.
Defending a rebel? Isn't that treason? I was assigned to this. Rose Quartz committed a crime.
Okay, you commit murder one time and suddenly you're a criminal. I forget the specifics of how this trial goes, but there's like a part 1 and part 2 to it. So I think part 1 they have one of the rubies testify like, he literally told me he's Rose Quartz. And they actually explain the scene of what happened, like how Rose Quartz killed Pink Diamond. They actually go into detail about it somewhat. The Blue defense attorney Zircon explains, how could a Rose Quartz get close enough to Pink Diamond to shatter her?
The question no one seems to be asking is, how?
I've been asking that question.
Rose Quartz had been a recognized threat for several hundred years. How did a Rose Quartz with no business being anywhere near Pink Diamond get so close in the first place?
They bring up like, the only person who could kill a diamond is another diamond.
Like one of you!
And that ends the trial immediately. Yellow Diamond's like, this is over now. So while Yellow and Blue Diamond are fighting, Steven and Lars escape out of there.
Where is this? Homeworld.
Off colors. So now Steven and Lars are lost on Homeworld. They find some gem refugees called the Off Colors, and they go with them to their little hideout, and we meet the Off Color gems. We got Rhodonite, Rutile, Padparacha, Fluorite. I think there was just 4, right? I think there was just 4 of them. So they hide out there for a bit, getting to know each other. But oh no, some Homeworld drones come in and try to capture them, and Lars finally gets brave and takes the drones down.
Eat
The episode ends right after he dies, so we go to Lars's head. Steven is, of course, heartbroken that Lars is dead now. He cries over him, and he has healing tears, so he brought Lars back to life, and he's pink now. And the fans are like, oh, that's what happened with Lion. That's why Lion is pink. Steven, quite literally, brought Lars back from the dead, and now he's pink.
Yeah, I'm pink!
And his hair goes to the same pocket dimensions as Lion's, so their hairs are connected. It's a portal between hairs. All the fans are like, this shit is crazy, y'all. Oh my god. So Steven is able to go through Lars's hair out of Lion's mane to get back home, but how will Lars get back to Earth?
How am I supposed to go through my own head? Oh.
He cannot. He is stuck there for right now, so Steven goes back home.
We're losing time! Who knows what they're doing to Steven? Hi, Steven. What are we going to do?
I'm back!
And Lars goes on to have his own spin-off series, Lars of the Stars, coming next year, probably. That's gonna be so sick. I'm excited. So yay, Steven's back home. Next episode, Dewey wins. Wait, like Mayor Dewey? This is a Mayor Dewey episode? What? Weird to follow up those last 4 episodes with a Mayor Dewey episode. So the episode opens with Connie being upset at Steven for leaving her, sacrificing himself. It's like, Steven, we're supposed to be a team. We're supposed to do things together. Steven's like, I couldn't put you through all that. They really wanted me. They wanted Rose Quartz. I had to do this on my own. So Connie proceeds to be upset with Steven for the next 4 to 5 episodes. That's another arc. That's another arc right there. Anyway, the bulk of the episode is Mayor Dewey trying to win the next election, but he has competition. The grandma character from the pizza restaurant, Nana Fwa. Nana Fwa is running for mayor, and like, she's clearly gonna win. Mayor Dewey has been floundering for, like, all of his screen time, so they have their debate on stage.
Blaming our problems completely on the mayor is not getting us anywhere. When one of us suffers, the town suffers. When you suffer, Mayor Billiam, the town suffers.
I have been waiting for this moment to put that funny little edit into a video. I hope it's as funny as it was in my head. So Nanafois wins. Nanafois for mayor. Congratulations, Mayor Nanafois, for being the mayor of Beach City. Gemcation. Steven's getting worried about Connie because Connie has not been responding to his texts, just ghosting him. So the Crystal Gems and Greg suggest going on a vacation to a cabin. They have a cabin, I guess, or they rented one out. But Steven just can't relax at the vacation. He's too worried about Connie. There was also this scene with Pearl that made the fans go nuts.
I'm sure you have a lot of questions you'd like answers to. Like about the diamonds, for instance. There are things that are impossible for me to explain. But I want to. Steven,
Connie hates me!
Everyone was theorizing, like, why was she covering her mouth? What was that? So the episode ends with last-minute urgency to get a cell signal for Steven's phone to see if he got a message from Connie, and there was none. Episode over. Raising the barn. So Peridot and Lapis give Steven a call, and Steven tells them everything that happened while he was up in space, which makes Lapis freak out. She wants to fly away from Earth and take the barn with her. But Peridot's like, no, I like it here on Earth. I like my life here in the barn with you. And Lapis flies away with the barn anyway, damn it. How could she leave poor Peridot like this? Back to the kindergarten. Peridot. Peridot is depressed. Just hanging out the bathtub. So Steven and Amethyst take her to the kindergarten, and since Peridot learned to love farming back at the barn, she tries to grow plants at the kindergarten, but that doesn't work because the soil there is dead. And there's a last-minute plant monster they have to defeat because there just had to be. there had to be one. Sadie Killer. The cool kids are trying to start a band, and Sadie can sing pretty well, so they workshop a song.
Oh, we are the working dead, and we lurch for minimum wage. But I'd really rather be eating your brain.
And Sadie realizes this is her passion. She quits her job at the donut shop. Kevin party, he's back again for the third time. Kevin's throwing a party and he wants the party to be epic, so he invites Stevani, because Stevani always brings the party. At this point, Connie has been ghosting Steven for days, so like, how is this gonna work? So Kevin invited Connie and Steven separately to the party and wants them to fuse so the party can be turned up to 11. But Steven explains to Kevin, things are kinda weird between me and Connie right now. And Kevin just gives him terrible advice to try to win Connie back. Eventually, Steven and Connie do talk to each other face to face, and the conflict is resolved. And just to spite Kevin, they don't fuse and they just leave the party. Get owned.
Shut up, Derek!
Lars of the Stars. I forget the setup to this episode, but Steven goes into Lion's Mane and out Lars's head, and Lars is now in a spaceship. The captain of a spaceship. He's the captain of a spaceship. He is Lars of the Stars! Yo, they can make a spin-off out of this. They could totally do it. The potential! The potential of a spin-off! So anyway, Lars and his crew stole this spaceship from this gem Emerald, and Emerald's pissed. Oh, and also Connie's there. I forgot she was also there. I'm literally just remembering the bullet points of the events that happened, but not like why any of it happened. So Lars asks, how has Sadie been doing? And Steven's like, oh, Sadie's been doing well. She's in a band now. And Lars is like, what? So Lars kind of throws a hissy fit for no reason, and Steven and Connie fuse. Just cause they want it. Just cause they wanted to, I don't know. Anyway, Stevani goes into an escape pod and we go to Jungle Moon. The escape pod lands on a jungle moon and Stevani has to survive there for a while. They grow some beard stubble, which is pretty cool. Stevani has a dream sequence where she's playing Pink Diamond and Connie's mom plays Yellow Diamond, and it's this really cool sequence. And what's weird is retroactively, as I'm recapping this right now, I'm thinking, wait, how did they have a dream from Pink Diamond's perspective? Why does she see Pink Diamond in the mirror? Very mysterious. So anyway, they get rescued and get out of there. Your mother and mine. So this time, Steven and Garnet show up on Lars's ship, and Garnet retells the story of the Gem War and how Rose started the rebellion against the Diamond Authority and shattered Pink Diamond. And this is like a clean lore recap episode where they just flatly explain the Gem War and Rose Quartz and Pink Diamond. They explain all that in this episode, but it's from Garnet's perspective, so there is that slant to it. The big show! So the cool kids in Sadie's band is pretty successful. They go on tour, and Greg is filming them as like a documentary of their rise to fame.
And so it begins, our rise to stardom, followed by the inevitable infighting and creative disagreements that will tear us apart in a beautiful explosion of emotions.
Don't worry, that won't happen.
Ah, shoot.
And it's pretty much all a build-up to their Sadie Killer show, where Sadie is a ghost and it's an epic rock show.
test too loud.
Pool hopping. Garnet has a little existential crisis in this. Since Lars and Sadie don't work at the donut shop anymore, Garnet's working there because she wants to be random.
This is about being random.
Are you serious?
Oh, yes.
She's doing random shit today. This is her random day today.
Get excited for pizza! There's so many cats. So many possibilities.
She's just been doing random stuff because Steven has been so unpredictable, her future vision can't handle it. She's like, fuck it, we ball. We're random. We're random right now.
I can't tell what's probable anymore. Anything could happen. Anything could happen to these cats.
We have so many cats in the rain. Anyway, moving on. Letters to Lars. This is the last towny episode. One last check-in with the Beach City folks before all hell breaks loose. Steven's writing letters to Lars to fill him in on everything that's going on in Beach City. And I don't remember specific stuff, but the main through line is Mayor Dewey doesn't know what to do with himself if he's not the mayor. He's just going around town trying to find a purpose. There's this great scene of Jamie doing improv with some people.
What?
Wow.
That's way too confusing. You could be holding anything.
I'm holding a plunger.
Oh, I thought you were holding a long, skinny submarine sandwich.
Pearl.
And Mayor Dewey just goes up there and blows it.
It's me, the waiter in this restaurant. Can I offer you some more worms?
So yeah, the episode is a few vignettes of what's going on and then it's over. Can't go back. In my opinion, that's a perfect episode title because it's literal. Like, starting here, we can't go back to what we were before. This is the start of something. The beginning of the end, you could say. Ronaldo knocks on Steven's door in the middle of the night telling him there's something on the moon!
Can't you call Nanafois?
Not a fourth time!
So they go to the telescope like, oh my god, there's a barn. Lapis took the barn to the moon. She's just on the moon. So I'm guessing Steven took Lion there to talk with Lapis. And Lapis sings a song for the first time. It's pretty good.
Maybe I'll find myself sitting on that distant shore. Maybe I'm not alone.
And we get this hologram vision that implies that possibly Pearl shattered Pink Diamond. Oh my god. Oh my god. So Lapis flies away again because she's terrified. A single pale rose. Steven confronts Pearl about that vision very directly.
I was just wondering if maybe you shattered Pink Diamond. It's okay. You can tell me.
She's got some kind of spell on her preventing her from talking. And Steven starts getting text messages from Pearl's subconscious.
Pearl, I'm ready to talk!
What?
So he goes inside Pearl's gem. A few times, actually. He goes deeper and deeper into her subconscious until we get to the actual scene of Rose Quartz shattering Pink Diamond. And this is the bombshell reveal of...
I can't believe I'm going to do this. I can't exactly shatter myself.
Rose Quartz and Pink Diamond were the same person. Faked her own death. Damn, Daniel!
Back at it again with the white vest.
So everyone either had their mind blown with this reveal or they saw it coming. One of the two. That's kind of how most twist reveals go. Either you're shocked or you're not. That is the binary. So yeah, holy shit, the next episode, now we're only falling apart. This information causes Garnet to unfuse into Ruby and Sapphire.
She lied to us! She lied about everything!
So Sapphire runs away and Pearl and Steven have to go talk to her, and Pearl explains a little bit of Pink Diamond's backstory. It shows Pink Diamond was colonizing Earth, bored out of her gourd. She wants to actually go down to Earth and see all the quartzes popping out of the ground. But wait, she is a diamond, she has authority, she can't just go down there. She's gotta be disguised as a quartz soldier so she can blend in. And that's where Rose Quartz originated from. And now that she's actually on Earth, she's able to see the damage that she's doing to the planet. And then it also shows the scene after she met Cotton Candy Garnet.
A fusion of two completely different gems. Can all gems do that? How have I never heard of this? I've only ever heard that it's unheard of.
I love that line. That's such a good line. Pearl clumsily tries to fuse with Rose Quartz and that didn't work.
This is very not allowed.
So yeah, anyway, back out of the framing device, they were explaining this to Sapphire, saying that Garnet was such an inspiration to Rose Quartz. Feel better? So they go back to the house and Ruby has left. What's your problem? Ruby left a note saying she's gonna do some soul searching, I guess. I don't know.
Do you see her coming back in your future vision, Sapphire?
Oh, maybe. But she's so wonderful and spontaneous. I have no idea idea what she could... Why would she be a cowboy?
Why would she be a cowboy, Sapphire? How could that happen? So Steven and Amethyst go out to look for Ruby. Can't find her. And Amethyst is trying to reconcile with this new information that Rose Quartz was pink diamond.
We weren't around for her stupid war. This is everyone else's problem. This has nothing to do with me.
Amethyst, hold on a second. Are you okay?
No! I mean...
Amethyst avoids talking about her feelings, and Steven has to chase her down.
Let me help you with your feelings!
Eventually, Amethyst has a breakthrough.
And right now, I am not gonna dump another 1,000-year-old complex on you or anybody else. I'm ending it right here. I am the ding-dong sunshine future.
What the fuck does that mean? What do you mean?
Your friend forever.
I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I think you're officially the most mature crystal gem.
That's a bold claim, Steven. I don't know about that one. The question. Eventually, they do find Ruby on a cliff with Greg, just hanging out, and Ruby decides, screw it! I'm gonna be a cowboy! It's freaking cowboy time! Amethyst, turn into a horse! She's a cowboy now. Ruby Ryder!
Ruby Rider is Ruby riding alone.
Sorry, I was just really into the VGR remixes of Steven Universe songs at the time. They were bangers! So after she plays cowboy for a bit, she really misses Sapphire. So she does that Western trope of doing a standoff pose. Sapphire approaches. Ruby gets down on one knee.
Sapphire, will you marry me?
Holy shit, that's so cute! So romantic! They're gonna have a wedding! Maid of honor! Gotta have one episode before the wedding to set it up. So they're setting up the wedding with the chairs and the altar, sending out invitations, getting all the seats labeled or something. Steven's like, wait, for Garnet's wedding, Bismuth should really be here. Let's get her out of the bubble and catch her up to speed on everything we just revealed.
Hang on a sec.
Bismuth?
So Steven tells Bismuth about the whole pink diamond reveal, and she brings up an interesting question.
Why are the crystal gems still together? After finding out that everything was a sham.
I forget what Steven answered that with, but we got a wedding to do. Here's the rings.
We love them!
Reunited, the half-hour special Garnet wedding, Garnet wedding episode. We got Sapphire in the tuxedo, Ruby in the dress. Cute as shit. Fun fact, they put Ruby in a dress to fight international homophobia. In other countries, they kept putting a mustache on Ruby because they couldn't show two femme characters in a romantic relationship. Rebecca Sugar's like, okay, we'll have Ruby wear the dress. Can't mustache that one. This wedding was revolutionary. To show a same-sex wedding in a kid's show, that Cartoon Network was like, okay, you're just getting 5 episodes left. You don't get to keep going. We're cutting you off here. You get 5 episodes left to wrap it up, but you're out of here. And that is a shame, really. It could have kept going. There was so much more story to tell, but they cut it off prematurely.
I now pronounce you Garnet!
So it's like, wait, we're a third of the way through the episode, and the climactic wedding happened. What's the rest of the 2/3 of this episode filled with? Oh no!
It's the diamonds!
The diamonds have arrived. The crystal gems gotta team up and take them down. And Lapis comes in from behind with the barn.
You.
So Steven gets stomped unconscious, but his dream powers come in clutch. He's gotta let the diamonds know that he is Pink Diamond. We're family. Oh yeah, also the cluster that was in the earth popped from its bubble and just formed a giant hand to battle the arm ships. Is pretty good. Anyway, the diamonds realize that Steven is Pink Diamond, and we go to Legs from Here to Homeworld. So after Yellow and Blue realize that Steven is Pink Diamond, they're like, okay, what do we do now? What do we do with this information? So Steven tells them, you have to heal all the corrupted gems that were here on Earth. You kind of f***ed them up real bad. You gotta fix your mistake here. I forgot to mention, after the Gem War, the diamonds shot a corruption beam at the Earth to corrupt any gems that are still there. So that's why every monster that's been fought in this show has been a corrupted gem, and we've been bubbling them to keep them safe, so that eventually the diamonds can heal these corrupted gems. So first of all, Steven says, let's heal the centipedal. So you have Yellow, Blue, and Pink Diamond. They can heal the centipedal part way, but they need the 4th diamond. They need White Diamond, the most powerful diamond. So okay, they need to get to Homeworld and convince White Diamond to help heal the corrupted gems here. And surprise, those pink pyramids that were in Lion 4 are actually a leg ship Pink Diamond's legs ship. They can fly the legs up there. So they fly the legs up to Homeworld, to White Diamond. They're greeted by White Diamond's Pearl, who has a cracked eye. What's up with that? So Steven goes to meet White Diamond, and White Diamond just talks at Steven, like not even acknowledging his existence. That's kind of the theme going here. So yeah, White Diamond is permanently T-posing, imposing dominance over the Homeworld regime. Familiar. Steven gets escorted to Pink Diamond's room, because that's where he would be. He's got to negotiate with these diamonds to try to get White Diamond on board. He talks to Yellow Diamond in the sauna, Blue Diamond in the pool, bath spa. Blue Diamond bathwater selling for millions. Absolute freaks would purchase that. And Steven sings another amazing song.
Familiar, why is this so familiar? Familiar, like something I used to know. Everybody wants me to be mom. And everything I do it wrong.
I was listening to this song a couple months ago, not even kidding. I wanted to hear this song because it's a good song.
I'll show them all the error of their ways and stop their spread of terror across space.
Together Alone. It sucks that my brain is so fuzzy on these episodes because they're so important. Literally the ending of the show, and I'm blanking. So they're setting up a gala event that the Diamonds will be at. So the gala event is going on, and all the gems are wearing gear dresses to symbolize that they're all cogs in the machine. Very cool symbolism. Also, they gave Amethyst limb enhancers because we all wanted to see what that looked like. So they're hoping that White Diamond shows up to this gala. Yellow Diamond and Blue Diamond show up, and White Diamond is not there.
White Diamond has more important things to attend to. What? Welcome to Era 3.
So Connie and Steven cause a scene by fusing on the dance floor into Stevani. Everyone's like, ew, get them out of here. Lock them away. Escapism. Yeah, they're gonna need some escapism. They're locked in a tower. Like a little princess. Yeah, Pink Diamond is literally a princess locked away in a tower. That is her trope. So Steven once again tries to utilize his dream powers to try to get help on the outside. He tries to do that thing he accidentally did with Lars where he possesses someone's body to try to communicate. But darn it, he goes into a Watermelon Steven again. And it's Watermelon Steven stuff for about, like 8 minutes? 7 minutes? So Watermelon Steven has to create a raft to get off the island and try to get to Beach City. Oh no, he fights a watermelon shark in the water. And then he eventually gets to Beach City, but the Watermelon Steven can't communicate, so he has to draw on the sand. Like, Steven's in trouble, send help.
Guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah, Steven, I guess we will. See what happens. Change your mind. The series finale of Stets. 44 minutes of jam-packed universed Steven. Universed. As a past tense adjective. The Steven has been universed. Get on my level. Blue Diamond walks into the tower like, what was that fusion you just did on the dance floor? What the hell? Enough of this! So yeah, Steven breaks through to Blue Diamond that this is a messed up relationship we have here. So there we go, we got Blue Diamond for the cause. Let's try to get Yellow on board. So Blue and Yellow Diamond have a big fight, big crash out fight right there.
We all must make sacrifices for the sake of our perfect empire.
Does this look perfect to you?
Does these look perfect to you?
My dad says if every pork chop were perfect, we wouldn't have hot dogs.
If every pork chop were perfect, we wouldn't have hot dogs. I love recording YouTube videos. So we got Yellow Diamond to cry, realize the error of her ways. All right, we got Blue and Yellow Diamond on board for the Steven Universe train. We gotta get White Diamond up to speed here.
We could come up with a plan to help everyone. You could start by helping Yellow and Blue.
Damn, she just killed them. Not really though, when they get zapped, they become part of White Diamond. Damn, they're gonna need a Deus Ex Machina to get them out of this jam. We got Biznit, Perrin Lap showing up here. Oh no, Steven's falling with the poofed crystal gems. So Steven fuses with the gems to bring them back. We see Smoky Quartz. We see Steven and Pearl fuse into Rainbow Quartz 2.0.
It's Rainbow 2.0!
It's Rainbow 2.0! And last but not least, we get Steven fused with Garnet to create... Damn, okay, never mind. It's Sunstone, folks. She has the power of PSAs.
Let's take that bully down! But remember, kids, if you ever have to deal with a bully, be sure to tell an adult.
Thanks, Sunstone. You just saved a kid's life. What would we do without you? So they gotta make a big fusion to take down White. We got Steven, Pearl, Amethyst, and Garnet. All 5 of the gems fuse into... Shit, what is their fusion called? Obsidian. Obsidian, that's the name. That's so badass. She climbs up into White Diamond's ship with a flaming sword, and they all get in there and confront White Diamond face to face. And this is the real climax of the entire show. It's really a battle of the minds here, two opposing philosophies. White Diamond only sees Steven as Pink Diamond. All she sees is the gem. And to make sure Steven is truly alone, she zaps Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl to have them be followers of White.
Oh, thank you, White Diamond. I feel excellent now. Oh, thank you. How generous of you. Thank you, White Diamond. We feel so much better now. I feel excellent.
Very disturbing. There's some really good dialogue from White Diamond that I don't remember, so I'm just gonna say what happens next. White Diamond picks up Steven. He's so tiny in her hand, lifts up his shirt. With those fingernails of hers, she's about to pluck the diamond from Steven.
It's time to come out, Pink.
And I can say this from experience, I watched this live on TV when it happened. After the diamond was pulled out, the Cartoon Network commercial voice was like, "Is Steven okay? Find out next." They were so messing with us, like, "Is Steven okay? We don't know!" This is mind-blowing information. This is mind-blowing stuff here. So we find out what happens when you take the gem out of Steven. It becomes its own separate entity. The full power of the gem as its own entity, removed from the flesh. And it reforms as Steven because...
What is this? Where is Pink?
She's gone.
What did you say? Answer me!
She's gone!
So Steven's physical body is dying without the power of the gem, so they gotta fuse back together. And it's so beautifully animated, like, wow. And White Diamond sees that Pink Diamond is truly gone. It's just Steven now. Realizing that she has been proven wrong, she breaks the spell that she has over everyone. She was so obsessed with being perfect, with perfection, that she couldn't handle being proven wrong.
I'm supposed to make everything better.
You can. But first, you're gonna have to leave your own head.
Okay, great. We have all 4 diamonds on board to help bring world peace. We get all the diamonds back down to Earth, fix the healing fountain, fix all the gems. Everything is fine and or dandy. Steven, play us out.
I want you to know you could know me if you change your mind. If you change your mind. If you change your mind. Change your mind.
Thunderous applause from everybody. What a sweet little ending to a show. And you know what? Even though they did rush the ending with the last 5 episodes, they were just doing their best with what they had. We did definitely need to see more of White Diamond, though. That would have been nice. I did it. I recapped all of Steven Universe from memory. At least 98% of it. How did I do, y'all? Through 5 videos, how did I do? Please let me know if you want me to also cover the movie and Steven Universe Future. I probably will do Future, but how should... But if I were to do the movie, how would I do that? I feel like doing the movie would be like a 5-minute video. Hell, it could be a YouTube short. Recapping Steven Universe the movie from memory, YouTube short. Anyway, let me know in the comments how I should go about it. This has been That Redacted Guy signing off. The outro song will be What Are You by Fox Stevenson.